When we come back, a Saskatchewan restaurant that serves up more than just dinner and drinks. Edward Hopkins left Ontario in 1882 and migrated west, settling in Moose Jaw. Edward was elected to the House of Commons and helped establish schools and churches in his community. In 1889, Edward Hopkins married Miss Minnie Latham and built this remarkable home for her in the heart of the city. A couple came to the Hopkins dining parlor in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan to enjoy a relaxing meal. A candle was lit for ambience and the mood was set. As the couple looked over the menu, the young woman saw something out of the corner of her eye. But it became difficult for the couple to relax with their meal after they witnessed an apparition. Hopkins Dining Parlor is one of Moose Jaw's most paranormally active locations.
Built in 1905, Hopkins Dining Parlor in Moose Jaw is one of Saskatchewan's most unique restaurants. With its ambient Victorian decor, antique furnishings, great prime rib, and delicious seafood, most patrons continue to come back, and some have never left.
Some years later, Minnie died, and her funeral was actually held in the Hopkins family home. And to this day, it seems she has never left her beloved house.
Hi, my name is Gladys Pierce, and I'm the owner of Hopkins Dining Parlor here in Moose Jaw. We changed it to a restaurant in '79, and it's a beautiful old house, even if there is a ghost in it. Many things have happened here that are quite strange. I have heard footsteps many times, and when I hear the footsteps and I'm alone here, I try not to go up to see what it is. I just accept that there is a ghost here. I believe it's Mrs. Hopkins.
One of the restaurant's chefs arrived at the Hopkins Dining Parlor early to open up. And as usual, she headed into the kitchen to begin the day's preparations. The chef prepared the daily specials, making sure everything was perfect. She thought she heard a noise from upstairs. It sounded like footsteps. She was certain that she heard the sound of footsteps. However, as soon as she left the kitchen, they stopped. Returning to her preparations, she heard the footsteps a second time. But she was determined to locate the source of the sound. She did, seeing for the first time the ghost of Minnie Hopkins.
Footsteps are heard. Actually, a lot of times in the daytime we hear them up here, walking across the floors. Some of the experiences the employees have had is they have seen a woman in the downstairs washroom.
This old building has been home to a great many eerie occurrences. In a single evening, it's not unusual for one to have several encounters with the unexplainable. Many claim that you can see Minnie wandering from room to room of this, her former and perhaps eternal home. And some say you may even hear her playing the piano in one of the Hopkins dining rooms. Hopkins Dining Parlor was once the home of Edward and Minnie Hopkins. Today, patrons come for more than just the great food. On top of catching a glimpse of Minnie's ghost, many guests have been entertained by her piano playing as well, some 60 years after her death.